What's going on, everybody? I have Robbin and Ashley from ASHMORE Estates with me. How's everybody?
Ricky, how's it going?
Hi.
How are y'all?
Keeping busy. Just had to share it out there to the page and all, so kind of
awesome. I appreciate the share. We already got people pouring in. Here we go. I got the comments up, so if you're new here, welcome. Don't be shy. Say hi. Drop a comment. I'll be posting them up on the screen as we go out throughout the show. Questions, anything like that, just drop them. We're here. I've got this streaming out too. I've got it on my personal Facebook page, Pararealm's Facebook page, and also my YouTube. So
great.
Hopefully we'll get some people in here. Maybe some Indian scammers. They like to do that sometimes.
Well, you got to tell them that the tickets are almost sold out, and then they all jump on.
They're almost sold out to the event that I never even posted. Like, or the fake psychics that pop on. Hi, my love. Peace and vibes and powerful healing. Message me for your reading today.
You look like a wonderful person. We're not friends yet. Could you send me a request?
Yeah, if you're calling me wonderful, you don't know me very well.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? That's how I am. It's just like, you don't know me. You don't know the skeletons I keep.
Mm-hmm. If they knew where I live, they definitely wouldn't message me.
Right. Hey, there's Tyler Kieran, Paranormal Inquiries. That's one of the tech gurus right there. Makes all of his own equipment. Pretty cool, dude. What's up, Tyler? How's it going, man? All right, we'll go ahead and dive into it. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what y'all do, etc.
I'll let Ashley go first. I mean, you got to let, you know.
Well, I am the caretaker out here at ASHMORE Estates, soon to be taking over with fine print that he cannot leave me for a very long time. I also live on the property next door. Been living here for about 2 years, but I've been coming up to the building for about 10. So yeah, it's not only home, it is family, home, all the above.
Yeah, I bought the place back in 2014, May of 14, and it was kind of one of those locations that just kind of drew you in. And I live about 2 hours away, so it's not like it's close by that I can just run over here whenever I want to. But yeah, it was, you know, I kind of collect a lot of weird stuff sometimes, and
that's an understatement.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, and the buildings seem like, you know, it's been kind of fun working on buildings and all. So I've done a few of them now, and but yeah, so we decided just to go ahead and, you know, came over, looked at it, checked it out, and everything, and made them an offer and worked out the deal and decided to buy it. And so I've been going with it for like 10 years, and a lot of renovations, a lot of changes, and a lot of nice stuff's been done. You know, we think it's nice anyway. It may not be, but yeah, it's been a good time. Yeah, we've enjoyed it. It's a lot of work, a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
And, but you know, a lot of love to the place, and just meet so many people. That's what's really kind of cool. It's just like coming out here and meeting, people that investigate, and they become friends, and you talk to them at events that you go to and all. So I mean, it's like I've known Ashley for 10 years plus, and yeah, exactly. And she's still around here, so it's like amazing. It's like most people are already dodging me by now, and
and he didn't pay me either.
Yeah, she's kind of stuck there. And, but no, it's been good. It's been a lot of fun. We've enjoyed it, and we're gonna keep doing it. Ashley's taking over at sometime next year when we get things worked out and everything. We've already got it. kind of figured out what we're doing and all. It's just a matter of making it all legal. So,
awesome.
And then I can bail out.
Congratulations again.
That's what you think.
Like an infamously haunted location now known. I mean, look, just like you said, since 2014, look how much traction you've gained. Like it's so awesome to see the journey and the passion behind it. It's just like everybody that I've ever encountered with the name of Ashmore Estates has just been like truly in it for the right reasons.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that we've tried to do too, is that it wasn't a matter of making so much like trying to make money at this thing as much as it's just enjoying the location, enjoying the building, and just having a good time. Sure, you're hoping to make some money with it because you put a lot of money into it.
Well, for sure, yeah.
But at the same time, you're trying to be fair with it too. I mean, this year we put a asphalt parking lot in. And,
wow!
Yeah.
That's not cheap.
No.
$15,000 later. So.
Yeah, people don't realize and that's you can tell. That's the thing I love about it. You can tell the locations that are in it for greed, and you can tell the locations that are just doing it for the right reasons. Like, I'm not going to put locations on the blast, but there's like $3,000 for 6 hours. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell?
And so we just got done building an outhouse out back too. We had we used to bring portable toilets out here, and which sounds okay, and it's like, wow, a portable toilet versus an outhouse. But when I do something, I try to do things a little bit different. Yeah. So so
no comment.
I took the outhouse concept, and it's big enough now that you can have a small party of 3 in there. And
don't you have a Facebook page for this outhouse? Or
something? Yeah, I do. Yeah. That's what I thought. Ashmore Estates Outhouse.
Yeah.
Talk about taking a spooky dookie.
Right.
Well, actually, that's somebody signed the wall with that too.
Write it in there.
That's hilarious.
Yep. So, but yeah, Ashmore Estates Outhouse. It's out there. It's heated. You can get Wi-Fi in there. So yeah.
It's a lot nicer than going in a porta potty when there's snow on the ground.
Wow.
Yeah.
Might have to start kicking the Amish out of the outhouse.
So we decided to put that up there. So I built that, over a weekend or two, and got that done. It's insulated. There's a little window in there, so you can open the window up during this, spring and summer if you wanted to. But yeah, it'll be. And then we've got the wall that people can sign the outhouse wall. That awesome. They've gone in and use it. We had a couple 5-star reviews on it today. So when I went in there.
It's dope.
So he's like, I would keep him here again. It was kind of bringing tears to my eyes. I wasn't sure if it was that or just the aroma in the room.
Aroma, probably. We'll go with that. And somebody cut onions in there.
So, but we do have some some things in there to try to keep some of the odor down. But yeah, it's just so much easier than having the portable toilet that Ashley's had to pick up before because they blow over in the wind.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Yeah.
They're not clean.
No. And I do that for a living during the day. I don't want to do it out here too. Okay.
Oh no, Tyler's soldering iron died today. Well, he will solder no more, sadly. He'll have a new one by the end of the week. I'm calling it.
There you go.
But no, that's awesome. I've never seen a location with a legit outhouse. That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, I had
and it's got its own Facebook page. You should start like a self-challenge in there. Just make sure nobody's exposing nothing. But
no, there's no camera or anything like that in there. But we do have a camera pointing at it though, so we can we can see everything. So, but yeah, there's no cameras in the outhouse.
Good. People can take their own selfies and tag it, like hashtag whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I was meaning.
We did a video in there this morning and put it out there on our Facebook page, on Ashmore Estates Facebook page, because I can't do live there until you have 100 people like your page, and it's only like at 60. So
go like the outhouse page.
Yeah, go like the outhouse page.
Everybody, find it. Where can they find it?
It's Ashmore Estates Outhouse.
Yeah,
there you go.
On Facebook.
There you go. Go like it. Yeah, the algorithm for a lot of these sites too, especially TikTok, is weird. Like you have to have 1,000 subscribers or followers before you can even go live. It's just but Instagram, you can just pop on. Oh, Jess, yeah. I got it streamed out to multiple. I've got my personal page. I've got my Parallel page and the YouTube. So sorry for the confusion.
But yeah, we're hoping to beef up the outhouse page a little bit, and because it's awesome. More fun than anything, but yeah, it's in fact that here's you can see it. A photo.
I love you, Jamie. Even though he's covering up my face.
That's luxury right there.
Yep. But yeah, it's
She loves me, not you.
That's right. I'll remember that. Hey, Jamie, just don't forget that she does not own this place for probably 10 years, so keep that in mind.
Oh, I've got to hop on and check these comments. I got other comments. Let's see what I can bring up since it's live on my other page. I did not know I was going to do that separately.
So it doesn't group them for you, huh?
Oh, what's up, Josh? I see you, bro. Hey, Jimmy. Got Joshua Dillard and Jimmy Rickler in here.
Yeah, it's never fun when they spread the comments out over all these pages.
Yeah, I know. That's just crazy. I figured it would just, filter them all in how it typically does. But what's going on, bro? If y'all have any comments, feel free to leave them there. I'll relay it over to our guest. I've got a couple questions. I'll let for each of y'all. What is your most memorable yet shocking experience that you've had at Ashmore?
Go ahead.
Well, I know the answer to that one. I have a love-hate relationship with about a 6.5 foot tall somebody.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't know his name or who he is or what he is, but yeah, I've seen him several times. He follows me. Like, I went to another location and he came through the Estes method.
I know all too much about that.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that. I was taking a selfie on the first floor towards the end of the hallway, just goofing off. Like, I was the only one over there. Mm-hmm. And I sent it to my oldest son. I was like, hey, look at me hanging out in the building by myself. Crazy. And he's like, did you look at the end of the hallway? And I was like, no, why? Well, if you blow it up, it looks like a little boy standing at the end of the hall by the stairs. Whoa. Like, you can see his eyes, his mouth, like a ball cap. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's really my favorite picture from over there.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not been fortunate to capture one on camera yet, but holy smoke.
Yeah, I saw that.
Jamie, you're not supposed to tell our secrets. What are you doing?
You've never asked, Jamie. That's the only reason. But, yeah, actually, in the building wise, I've had a couple experiences in there with different times. I've honestly never really, as far as I'm concerned, I've never investigated the location in 10 years that I've owned it.
No, we did it one time, I think, and it was only for
maybe
15 minutes.
That's to me that's not like really. No. It's just kind of going in and doing something. But and her and I are going to go in there next weekend and do something like that. But awesome. When we were working in the building here, and we were cleaning it out. I had a couple experiences in the boiler room area when it was the middle of the afternoon. We were cleaning it out. I had two other girls down there with me. We were carrying stuff out and everything. And something, when you know how when you have a shoelace that's untied and you step on your shoelace and your foot stops? Mm-hmm. That's what my foot did. It stopped while I was getting ready to walk up the stairs in the boiler room. And I told the girls, let me tie my shoelace before we go up these stairs because these stairs are kind of weird. And I looked down, I'm like, my shoelaces are tied. So something stopped my foot from moving.
Wow.
And, this was in May of 14 when I first bought it. And then also around, that time frame, I had a lot of experiences with the building. I had something that didn't want me there, and I've never really been pushed out at any location I've been to. But I take that back. There was one just in September or a while back last year. But yeah, it was like there was something up on the third floor that didn't want me up there, and I jokingly said, well, if you guys are having a party, I'm not invited. I'll just leave. And so I left and came in. This was like after an hour, and I'm about as sensitive as a rock, as I always tell everybody. So for them to try to, and it's went on for like an hour, and I finally like, okay, I'm out of here. This is ridiculous, and so I left. And then I had another experience there where I was up shooting pigeons. We had a real pigeon problem. Man, there was like pigeons everywhere. When I bought the place, we were getting rid of pigeons with a pellet gun, and I heard somebody walking up the back stairs, and then I heard a boy say he's up shooting pigeons. And I walked over the railing and yelled down to him, and there was nobody there. I walked down the front steps from the third floor, and there's a guy sitting out front there that I knew, and I asked him, I said, hey, Dave, I said, who are you talking to in the building? He's like, nobody. I'm like, oh, I heard you on the back stairs. He's like, nope, wasn't me. He's like, I hadn't even been in the building. You went up there and started shooting, with the pellet gun. I made sure nobody came in the building. So it's like, okay. And it's like, that's it.
Wow. Yeah, that would have me scratching my head too. That's the coolest thing though, when you it always happens when you least expect it. And when it happens, you go into that state of, okay, what was that? You're more intrigued than anything else. That always lights the fire anytime I have an experience like that.
Mm-hmm.
Joshua Dillard says, place looks amazing to investigate. Can't wait to get there, hopefully next year.
No, thanks, Josh. Yeah, it's been a fun location, and we keep trying to do more and more things to it. And it's like with Ashley, she talks about me sticking around and all. Like, I don't really plan on going anywhere. She's kind of stuck with me for a while now. It's her mistake. She keeps telling me, it's like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna say things different like that. And, she's like, how fast can I pay him back and get rid of his ass? So, but
anybody want to start a GoFundMe?
Right.
We've got some things that we were going to do it tomorrow, but it's so freaking cold in here. We're going to wait. We'll go through it next weekend. We're going to walk through the building and just, because there's little projects that I've always wanted to do that haven't had a chance to. So we're just going to make a list of them and stuff that can be done. It's like the stuff's there. The equipment, I've already bought everything for it. Just haven't had a chance to do it. It's like, so we're gonna do that. I've got some other things we're working on, to do in there. But yeah, it's she's going to take it all over. But nothing's really changing a whole lot. We're planning on keeping things going just the way we have, and you'll talk to her most likely, from then on, and because we're jointly doing everything together.
Right.
It just works out better, especially for her, because and I've been doing it for 10 years, so it's like trying to just letting it all go at once is kind of tough anyway. Although last weekend we had a party at the house there, and for everybody from Ashmore that helps me out here, and so the phone rang from Ashmore. I'm like, here, start.
Yeah, nothing like throwing me under the bus.
I just gave her the phone and was like, here, get this info. Like, oh, it's good training. It's kind of like going to swimming and your dad throws you in the water there with that life jacket. It's like, swim or drown.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I treaded very carefully.
You'll learn at that point, right, how to swim.
Real quick.
That's how I learned how to swim. Jessica asked, what's the rate to rent Ashmore Estates for private?
For nighttime, it's $550 for up to 12 people, and you get it from 7 p.m. till 10 a.m. We also do daytimes from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., and it's $330 for up to 12 people.
Awesome deals right there, y'all.
See you guys later. She's got it.
No, sir.
Yep.
I know where you live.
Awesome prices too. I mean, that's totally doable.
Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome. It's good to see locations doing that.
But we started doing it. I mean, when I first bought the place, the guy was charging $700 to investigate here, and there was no roof, no water, no electricity, no windows. And I'm like, really? Because there's no way in hell I'd spend $700 to investigate here. So I dropped the price down to $500. And then a couple of years ago, with everything the way it was going and everything else was going up price-wise, I had to change it. So it went to $550. But it's been $500 or $550, for the last 10 years. I haven't raised it up, from that. And we just try to say we can, as long as we can maintain everything and keep things going like that, that's what we're going to do.
Right. Tyler's like, daytime, let's go. I'm there for daytime or nighttime. I'd love to rent it out for both, honestly. Just have the full experience. Do an experiment where you can see where it's more active, like we were kind of talking behind the scene. I like the daytime investigating a lot of the times too, especially when you're dealing with hospitals and stuff like that, because like we were saying, it's most active during that time, because during the daytime, that was typically when it was in full swing.
I mean, yeah, we have stuff at night too, but I've probably had more over there during the day, just being over there like cleaning up stuff or, working on things or whatever. I mean, I've had voices, footsteps, I've had things move. I've had a broom and a chair move on their own during the day. So, yeah. And you don't have to do it at, when it's pitch black, because they don't care if the lights are on or off. They're going to come out when they want to.
100%. That's what I tell people all the time, because, I mean, the whole logic behind investigating at the night is sensory deprivation is one of the reasons,
right,
and less contamination. That's really about it.
Yeah, and up till earlier this year, there was nobody really around us at all. They rented the duplex across the street now that was built actually by the guy that built the hospital part of it, the newer part of the building. They rented that out as a duplex, and they're still pretty quiet. But that's the only house that's really around here at all. And, I mean, behind us is nothing but acreage of farm ground. And next year will be kind of cool. We're going to be corn. And so, it's like the children of the corn will be coming out next year and all. So
yes, perfect time.
Yeah. And we actually, I mean, we have a lot of activity on the grounds itself.
Yeah.
And people,
they forget to investigate the grounds.
Yep.
See it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, when Jack Osborne was out here last year, in the episode that aired, they came out and there was cadaver dogs they brought out, and they found, the cadaver dogs all hit on the same spot area of somebody buried in the property. And we've had numerous people that have caught, stuff outside and heard voices, heard music playing, and all kinds of stuff. So,
I mean, I was decorating my front porch for Halloween and was out there, and I had saw him pull up because he was coming over, and I thought he was walking around the front of the house to come say hi or whatever. And I turned around, nobody was there. So I messaged him and I'm like, hey, where are you? And he's like, I'm in the suite putting up groceries, because the end of the house, there's like a little apartment area. And so he wasn't even outside, and I was the only one here. And I mean, it sounded like legit footsteps, somebody walking up to the porch. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, the same thing happened to me a few years ago, or a couple years ago, when I was replacing the tractor battery in the tractor out here. The battery was dead. And, so I pulled it out of the container where we had it stored in, and I'm putting a new battery in it. And there's leaves out there in the yard. And as I'm putting it down, I hear somebody walking across the leaves. I look up, and it's like, there's nobody out here but me. And but yeah, it's just but
that you can see.
Yeah, that I can see. Yeah. I mean, I've had a couple other people that lived out here that told me they've looked out before and they saw somebody walking out by. We've got an old wagon out front. They said that they seen somebody walking out by the wagon, except they couldn't see any legs. And so they just saw the upper torso.
See, and that's weird, because the time that me and my son saw a shadow over there, we just saw the legs.
Well, they're catching up.
It. Yeah, we were over by the building, sitting on the patio. So underneath the wagon, you could see what looked like legs, but if you looked on top of it, there was nothing. And that was it was like 10 o'clock at night.
Wow. Nick Muley says, "Hey, Robbin and Ashley." He says, "Investigate, especially all the cornfields."
Well, the one part of the field there, I mean, it's a bean field now, or they've all been picked and everything. But there was a lady that used to live here, Nancy Swinford, and her dad was one of the last superintendents that lived out here and worked at the building. And she told me she'd look out the window on the third floor and look out there in the field sometimes at night, and she'd see somebody out there digging. Mm-hmm. And she didn't understand, because she was probably 9 years old or so at the time. She's 80-some years old now. But she said, I didn't understand why they were digging until I got a little older and realized that they were probably burying somebody out there in the field. So there's probably bodies buried out here in the field, the cornfield behind us.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like Jamie mentioned, we can do that. I mean, the nice thing about it
I have a list started, don't worry.
Well, and when the cadaver dogs actually hit on on what they thought was probably a body, you had to contact the sheriff's department and let them know. Mm-hmm. And so they did, and the sheriff's department's like, "Where's this at?" And they told us, like, "Yeah, we're okay. We don't need to come out there and check things out." So now we got a rent to dig program going on now. That I got the backhoe out here. We can we can work it out. That's right, yeah.
That'll help me pay it off real quick, and I have a list started.
But yeah, so if you had that non-loved one you need to get rid of, and Christmas is coming.
We'll even make you a Christmas deal. That's all I'm saying.
And holidays brings out the worst of people sometimes. So, they may be ready to go after that. So just let us know. We've got a lot of ground. We got 3 acres.
Got a backhoe.
Yeah, there's a backhoe, 3 acres. We can pick up a lot of lime at Rural King, so it's not a problem.
Good.
Wow. So the viewers, feel free, drop some comments. Don't be shy, say hi. If you got questions for Ashley or Robbin, feel free. Jess is like, noted.
No, we'd be glad to answer any questions somebody has, about the property or what we're doing or anything like that. So, within reason.
I was going to say, really? Where are we going with this?
I'll answer about any questions you guys want about Ashley. That's not a problem.
He probably knows the answers, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of funny sometimes we start talking to each other about stuff, and we know probably more about each other than some of our own family members know about us. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy. We already figured out what either one's going to say or answer about when something happens.
Yeah, stay out of my head. It's weird. All the time.
ESP on the same wavelength.
Yeah, sometimes she has to conjure up her inner Robbin, and which isn't really smart because considering I played hockey for 30-some years and all. So yeah, you never know what might come out of that. So.
Oh, here's a good question by Jessica. She says, "What is your favorite piece of equipment to use at Ashmore?"
Personally, myself. I mean, obviously, I like equipment too because it's a given and you get stuff out of it right away. But I always tell people like he does, at some point, find a place and just sit for 20, 25 minutes and see what happens. Because a lot of times they like to play kind of hide and go seek, and you'll hear something in one room, and you'll go to that room, and then you hear it in another room. So.
Yeah, I kind of. Yeah,
Jamie, no.
You'll have to call me on that, Jamie. I broker that type of business out. Ashley and I were just talking about that type of thing earlier.
Oh, Josh has a really good question from my Facebook feed. He says, so has it become more active lately now than when first getting the property? Because he was wondering because he believes because maybe going back more than once, they may get more familiar with you. Returning.
Let me jump in with Jessica because I seen her came through here without outside of yourself. I personally just use digital recorders. I have more equipment than Ghost Stop. But
times 10.
But
you
at the same time,
in a way.
Yeah, pretty much. But at the same time, it's like just using digital recorders in there works really well. I think sometimes you confuse people, and by people I mean the spirits in the building. I think you can confuse people so much when you bring this stuff in there. They're like, "What the heck is all this stuff?" So, but I think we see a lot of people doing SS methods, stuff like that.
Like cat balls seem to be a big thing over there because they light up, and I think the kids that we have over there like to play with them.
Love it. I bet they love
it. So I know the cat balls are a big thing.
And as far as the activity, I've said it for years now, and because I mean every group that comes out here, and I preface, I should change that. Almost every group that comes out here tells me that they've caught stuff or they've had experience or something like that. And honestly, I sometimes kind of question that. Not that I think that they're lying to me or anything, but I can't just imagine how active it can be. It's kind of like Broadway having an every night show, so to speak. And it's like that just doesn't happen. But at the same time, I'm not going to doubt them, and I'd love to hear it. When it happens. Like the group this morning, when they left, I asked them, I said, "So things, have any experience last night?" And the girl kind of looked at me like, "Are you frigging kidding me?" And it was like, so yeah, I'm like, okay, and she didn't tell me what it was, but it was pretty crazy, I think, from what because they all kind of looked at each other like, yeah, we didn't even want to talk about it. So it's like good because it's like we'll be back, and that's the big thing I look at is like if people come back. And sometimes they'll come back and tell me like, we didn't have anything here the last time, but we enjoyed investigating here so much.
Some of their second time back too that were here last night. So
yeah, and it was like 20 degrees outside last night, so it wasn't like ridiculous. It was a wonderful time, you know.
Hi, Alicia.
Alicia.
Gina
nice
said,
profile.
but just being in the building brings nostalgia and happy feelings. I am a hermit mostly since I work from home, but when it comes to Ashmore, I don't second guess the trip there. The employees, owners, and residents feel like home.
Well, thanks. We appreciate that. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, you know, with the people that just kind of fall in love with the building. I mean, I had a girl came up to me, you know, I think it was in Michigan Paracon, and she's like, look at this. And she holds her arm out, and she had the logo tattooed on her arm.
Wow, that's dedication right there.
Yeah, it's like
that's dedication.
That's pretty crazy. And like I remember Sarah, you know, she mentioned she posted something. I'm like, okay, maybe it's a drawing, or maybe it's, you know, but yeah, when she came up there, she's like, so I had to get a picture of her, you know, with her and the logo or the tattoo that she had done. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we moved 2 hours for a building. So just saying. Yes, I moved 2 hours away from my home up here for a building.
I mean, people don't get it. Like the buildings, they can bring you together. Like I always have special places in my heart for certain buildings because that's where I have some of my most validating experiences. So that's awesome that somebody went that far to, you know, not only, you know, brand it to themselves, but show the world too. That's awesome.
I think that the more people that are involved, I mean, like Jamie's been on here quite a bit, and she's got a pretty strong tie with, you know, with Broadhead Manor up in Wisconsin, and so I get it. I mean, there's people that have experiences, and they just feel like home. You know, when I bought this place, I came over. We drove over. It was 2 hours, and we came over, and this place was a mess. I mean, there was no windows, no plumbing, no electrical, no roof. There was really no reason to buy it, you know, but there was something about when I walked on the second floor, and like I said, I'm not sensitive at all, but there was something on the second floor when I'm walking down there that said, help our building. And I truly thought that spirits in the building weren't worried about themselves. They were more worried about the building. They wanted to see the building taken care of because it had been neglected for so long. And so, you know, on the way home, my wife tells me, she's like, well, you might as well buy it. I'm like, well, she's like, you know, you're going to, so you might as well just go ahead and do it. I'm like, okay. So we ended up buying it and came over, and you know, it was kind of fun in a way because I remember that Friday I closed at the lawyer's office on it, and came out here, and like I said, there was no power in the building. You couldn't even see when you walked in because they had boarded up some of the windows and all. It was pitch black during the day. But I posted a picture out front. It's like the only thing cooler than owning one haunted location is owning two, and my phone just blew up. And it was like crap. This thing, and there's no way to charge it out here because there's no power in this building. So. But yeah, it's like, I'm going to have to charge this because you're out in the middle of nowhere. There's nobody around. I'm going to go through this old dilapidated building that's got crap everywhere because the place was a mess. And, but yeah, so, yeah, I mean, the first weekend we threw out lumber that when we got done throwing all the junk lumber out, it came up to the second floor windows. And Mike Couch came out here to help us on that Saturday. I bought it on Friday. He came out here on Saturday. He's on crutches, and he had to go sideways down the hallway just to get through the hallway on his crutches because you couldn't go straight through it.
Yeah.
No, love you too, Alicia.
But the nice thing about it now is, like, you know, when you get people come in here, like Todd Bonner from Detroit came down one year, and he said this place is like the paranormal Hilton. And so you know, it really makes you feel good when people say things like that about it.
Or it's like the 5-star paranormal.
You try to do so much with the location just to make it investigatable, you know, with what you're doing and all. And so it's a pleasant thing.
Some of the other places in the United States, they're just literally decrepit and run down. Like it's nice to have a location and people that actually not only care about the location, but care about, you know, the people coming in and out to make it and more enjoyable. That's always a plus. Always.
Can you have me and Jamie?
You know, it's a threesome, but I think we can make it work. So.
Paranormal Rock Down. I got to get back to Ashmore. Been too long.
So I don't know if that's Jamie posting or one of the other people posting from Paranormal Rock Down, or
knowing her, there's no telling.
Yeah, exactly. Now she's gone incognito after her last comment.
I see you in the comments. Well, not comments, but I see you watching Michael Galliano. Everybody pair with the normal TV on Beacon TV.
Yep.
Hilarious guy.
It's Chris.
Loves his snap.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
out the last episode. This guy was in the woods hunting Bigfoot with a big stick, screaming, "Bigfoot, I'm coming for you." Yeah, it's Chris. They say.
She says.
Yeah,
she
exactly.
Says.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she says. Yeah, incognito. How convenient. I'm gonna start doing that when I type weird stuff on there. It's like, oh, this is Ashley, by the way, from ASHMORE.
I mean, it's probably something I would say anyway.
More than likely, yeah.
Michael says he heard it's a great location to walk in on Ghost making OnlyFans content. Is that true?
Well, he chuckles about that, but we do have shirts that are that
I have one.
Yes, it's a what is it?
You wanna go get it?
Yeah, you can grab it.
Get it. Here you go, Michael. Here's your answer to your question.
We've got our OnlyFans shirt, from the from ASHMORE Estates OnlyFans. So she's gonna grab it. So yeah, just to prove that we do have that. And we actually had some people stop over there not too long ago. It was like, how cool would it be to have sex in a haunted location? I'm like,
oh my god! People just have no chill. Oh my god, I love that. I gotta get one of those. Oh my god. That's
limited quantity, $15, but we do have a few of those. So
that's hilarious. I like that.
Yep. And my son did those for us because he thought that it just had to something we had to do. So he sent them down to me.
I'm telling you, awesome. Paranormal gone wild. We need to do it.
When you got only ASHMORE shirts for the OnlyFans and everything, and then you have Matt Wright come down and investigate at your location and make what the heck?
Yeah,
that I didn't know about.
Yeah,
that's what a lot of people don't realize. He's actually an avid paranormal investigator.
Mm-hmm.
He's not no amateur either. He's been doing it a while.
Yeah, and he was really, when he was down here that day, he was pretty intense on stuff. He was paying attention to what was going on. It wasn't a comedy show for him, although some of the stuff afterwards when they're doing things. But yeah, right. It was. But yeah, he was pretty intense on it.
Yeah, that's what I love. I mean, like the paranormal community, you never know who it's going to bring in. And it brings people together too. At the end of the day, that's the thing. Like that's why I love going to these paracons and public investigation stuff. You just meet so many like-minded people that become some of your best friends and family at the end of the day.
That's being out here. I've met some of my best friends, like Jamie, even though she probably isn't going to claim me, but that's how we met. She came out here and we just hit it off right away. So lucky her.
Yeah, Ashley made a mistake a few years back and told me that she's like, if you ever build a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house at ASHMORE, let me know. I'll move out there. And this is probably 5, 6, 7 years ago. And so I called her up about 3 or 4 years ago and said, hey, you said a 3-2, right? And she's like, what? I said, you said a 3-2. If I built a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. She's like, okay, yeah, I guess I did. And I said, well, I'm doing it. I said, so you're either moving into it or somebody else is going to be moving into it. But yeah, I'm building a 3-2 out there.
Yeah.
So she's like, can you give me a week? So,
can I think about this first? Or,
So it ended up being like,
says my OnlyFans content would just be an old bathtub full of ramen noodles and a rubber ducky, of course.
There's a bathtub in the building. I'm just saying.
Yeah, there's a bathtub up there. That's not a problem.
All right, Mike, we got to book this place. Go shoot an episode, and you're doing it. We're gonna put you locked down for an hour by yourself in a bathtub full of ramen noodles.
We need to make it happen.
Let's do it.
We can find a rubber ducky for him too. I mean, that shouldn't be an issue. It shouldn't be a problem.
Right. So, let's call up the people from Project Fear, Dakota, and them. They got plenty of ducks.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, they were out here. This was the first place that they ever shot back when they first started the before they actually got on TV. This was the first place that Dakota came to.
Yep, Trail of Terror.
And this was also the last place they shot at too.
Jamie's bringing the noodle.
That whole group, I can say I have grown to just love. They are so, not only are they personable, but they're passionate about everything that they do. You can just tell, like, absolutely awesome group of people. Yeah, that's like when I heard of Destination Fear, I ended up seeing Trail of Terror. This is after they were on the show, and I remember the episode. That was the first stop, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
They caught some crazy stuff back then too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, do you remember the tall shadow they caught in the hallway on the 3rd floor? Yeah, that's my friend.
Is that the one that? Oh, okay.
I think so.
Okay.
I think that's him. Yeah.
Well, the last episode they shot here when they had Tanner heard the whistling.
Yeah.
That's not the first time, and we've actually heard that same tune, being whistled before. I was up there with Richard Estep and Brad Kling before they ever shot the episode here, and we heard the same thing.
Yep.
Wow. Michael, that's not happening. He goes, Ricky can be my slurper. No, I'm not slurping a bathtub full of ramen noodles. Sorry, bro.
That's way past Paranormal Gone Wild.
Yeah, that's absolutely not going to happen. Is what that is.
That's almost, that might even be, but I don't think it's quite as worse as the video I have of Jack Osborne and Jamie Hughes when they were over here at the house when they were recording. Like, and it's like, it's pretty much like X-rated.
I'm probably the only person that can say that Jamie Kennedy and Jay Muse were fighting over my bathtub.
Literally. I mean, that's a good title for something. Just saying.
Well, the house wasn't completely built yet, so the bathtub was sitting in my living room at that time, and they literally were trying to get in it together. And yeah, I don't know what was happening, but yeah, fun time.
Wow, that's funny. What is? I can't remember the claims in that room, the bathtub.
I don't know that anybody's really investigated a lot. Actually, I just had a lady this morning tell me.
I'm thinking of another location, suicide bathtub. That'd be
not that I know of.
Yeah, I mean nothing we can find in writing.
Albans or something. There's something about a bathtub. I like old bathtubs anyway. I like bathtubs. But let's see.
Well, this one's quite old, so
yeah. Wait, who is slurping whose noodle? I'm going to show myself. Yeah, there's never a dull moment when Michael joins a party, man. Like
this show is going a whole nother level.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike.
I think we have some ramen noodles in the E-suite right now. So
I will never look at.
I
will never look at ramen noodles the same now. Thanks, Mike. You ruined it for me, bro. Oh, that could be too. That could be too. I've seen a lot of stuff about bathtubs and paranormal. I'm probably going to end up haunting a bathtub
and paranormal.
100%. I'll be haunting a bathtub on the other side. If anybody else has got any questions, feel free. Just drop them in there. I'll pull them up as they come in. Michael said he just sent me a photo. I'm scared. I'm not opening it. No.
Don't open it on camera.
Lucky you.
Ding. Oh, he actually has I think that's, I don't know. I'll pull it up though. Hang on. Save image as. It is G-rated, thankfully.
Well, there goes no fun.
Solicited ramen pics, bro. Not cool. I can add it as an overlay. 1 second, I'll pull it up here for everybody to see. What's the story behind this, Michael? Leave me a comment. Oh, it's actually him in the photo. Got you. So he loves to get in bathtubs, I guess. It's uploading. There it is.
It's kind of like what Ashley's bathtub looks like, only it's a lot wider. So, but looks like a bathtub scene from Rose Hotel.
You saw the pic. My friend Adam says, "I accept unsolicited ramen packages."
Maybe we'll have to start handing out ramen noodles when people.
That'd be hilarious.
Ashmore noodle.
Slap an Ashmore Estate sticker on it. There you go. A little picture of Michael on it.
See if we can get some ramen noodle ghost, the ghost edition or something. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all that's coming through on that. Come on, people, don't be shy. Don't make me sit here in awkward silence. Let's talk. So, has any of you guys caught any crazy EVPs, and if so, which one is the craziest? What did it say?
Oh, I really haven't. I haven't really ran too many recorders in there. Which sounds really weird because you own the place. You'd think you would be, but my situation is I usually start working at a place if there's nobody here 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning until somebody gets here 6 or 7 o'clock at night, and I don't run recorders. I actually did run a recorder one time, and I don't think they liked it. It was the same day that they didn't want me to build it because my recorder got knocked to the floor, and I still have no idea how it got knocked to the floor. And I normally use Zoom H4Ns, and it's like having one of those knocked to the floor is like, yeah, really? I don't really want to lose it.
Those are expensive. Yeah. Jamie asked, before big networks air their footage, do y'all have to approve?
Actually, no. And most of the time, you'll find a network won't let you do that anyway.
Yeah.
They won't even send it to you to show what they've done. And if you want that, they're not going to do it. I honestly, people, because I get that a lot, even more so with the YouTubers, because the YouTubers are out here and doing stuff. And there's a lot of venues that want to record or they want to approve everything that the YouTubers do. And I'm like, I have better things to do in my life than watch a bunch of crap videos. So, honestly, I mean,
at least you're honest.
So
that is one thing he is. Trust me.
So, there's some really good ones out there, but at the same time, Blair Witch stuff would give me a migraine. And,
same.
And it's like no. Or the other thing I look at is that when I look at somebody's video, and if I make any comment at all or do anything with it, then they pretty much can sit there and say, well, Robbin from ASHMORE looked at this and he thought it was a great video. And it's like, and they could have been faking stuff all along.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it looked good. And it's like, yeah, that looks great. So I just stay away from them, just basically because I don't want to, I don't want to be that person where they're like, see, we caught him. He's faking stuff out. We fake stuff and he thought it would look good. And it's like, nope. So I just kind of stay away from it. I just let them do their own thing. If they're good videos, it'll stand by itself. It'll be, watched quite a bit. If it's a bad video, people aren't going to watch it. And if they've all lied about stuff or just told stuff in there that's not true, everybody's going to pretty much turn their channel off and they're going to quit watching.
Oh yeah, people find out.
And like the one that Matt Rife was in, those guys had a big following before Matt Rife was even on it. And I think it's the forget overnight with just lost his name now, but Estep not Estep, it was Instabe or something. I forget his name is, but it's Overnight Paranormal, I think is the name of it. And but yeah, those guys, I mean, it's been seen like 1.8 million times. So, and they've done a nice job with it. I've watched it, and but most people that come out here, they haven't done anything stupid, which is good.
Next event, do a food drive and ask to fill the bathtub with ramen. But Michael's got to be there. And the goat. He has to wear his goat outfit.
We'll call it the ramen event.
Yeah. Mysterious ramen encounters at ASHMORE Estates.
There's actually a Ouija board in the team room right now that somebody left.
Oh.
Yeah, we really don't have, about the only thing that we really kind of stayed away from is open flames and like bloodletting, because, you laugh.
Nobody needs that.
This almost happened a few years back, and I just.
Oh my God! People, I don't.
Yeah, I'm not going to bring her name up because she wasn't doing. She was involved with the person that was going to do it, but she's not anymore. So I'm not going to bring her name up. But yeah, it almost happened, a few years back, and but yeah, so we stay away from that type of stuff. That's about it.
I don't blame you when it comes to that stuff. Michael asked, what about the fairgrounds around the location?
Fairgrounds.
The Charleston Fairgrounds? Is that what he's talking about?
There's no fairgrounds right around here.
But... He might just be asking a question to be make me look stupid. Thanks, Mike.
Michael, get some different drugs. Those aren't working so well for you.
He's in that. He's in Nevada, so he's on the. He got that access. He needs it.
Yeah.
So Josh asked, so you don't have to show the video before you can post it. Basically, that's what you kind of covered, right? Like.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we don't look at them.
Cool.
But yeah, she has to ban. We haven't banned anybody from being out here.
I'm not going to comment on the one that I'm thinking of, but I'm sure you know what I'm thinking of. So we're just going to leave it at that.
And
I will take that as yes. I mean,
like I said, I have a backhoe, and they won't come look for a body. Just saying.
I mean, the paranormal field is crazy. We got some crazy people masquerading as paranormal investigators. I've seen it too many times.
Yeah, basically in a nutshell, I don't have a problem with anybody comes out here and they say that they don't think the place was haunted or they didn't catch anything at all. It's like, that's going to happen. You're going to have that happen no matter where you go.
100%. It's like
different but to sit there and make absurd comments about faking stuff and things like that.
Right. And not have the proof or, the evidence that any of that is happening.
Exactly.
Like, you really think I have time for that? Come on. I have a day job too, just like he does. Plus I have an autistic son. You really think I have time to do all that? Come on.
If I wanted to do fake stuff, I'd done it at home 2 hours away.
Yeah.
I don't need to come out here to do stuff.
Exactly.
I ran a haunted house for 10 years. I don't need to, why leave that? So, yeah.
And it's at the end of the day, it's like fishing. It's what I tell people all the time because I have skeptics. Prove to me that there's ghosts. I can't prove it to you. I can show you what I've gathered throughout the years, what I think, I have captured. On top of it's just like fishing. Just because you cast a line out in the water does not mean you're going to get a bite. Sometimes it takes numerous times.
Yep.
And there's several locations like that. I'm not putting a location on blast or anything, but I've not had anything crazy happen to me at the Monroe house yet. But I'm joining a couple friends actually next week in there for round 3. That hopefully, third time's a charm. We'll have something, happen. You have to frequent locations. Like I've been to Waverly Hills, and it be completely dead. But the time that I was there before, insanely active.
Yeah, every location is a little different, and I think a lot of times too, it depends on what you bring to the plate. If you're coming into a location and you're basically in there like, I don't believe any of this crap at all. I was just thinking about, it's like, what would you do if somebody walked in your house like, look, I really don't like you people. I don't want to be around you people.
Right, you're going to stay the hell away.
TV. And it's like, okay, well, I'm not talking to him. I mean, Christmas is coming. He'll have that happen in the holidays. It's like, oh, great, family members are going to be like, I can't wait till we're out of here. And so it gets kind of quiet sometimes.
Well, and that's also like this too. Say you have a big infamous place like y'all's or Waverly Hills or some locations that people are constantly in there investigating. These spirits are going to get tired of being asked to do the same question over and over and over again. That's
and that's
every time I investigate, it's with an open mind. You have to.
That's what I tell people when they come in, when they ask me like what the best thing is to do or how to engage with them. I tell them, well, think about it this way: if you're sitting at home on your couch and you have people coming in every single day, and they're asking you the same question every single day, how bored are you going to get? Like, you're going to get to the point where you're just like, I don't even care anymore. So think outside the box. I had a group do a tarot card reading for the spirits one time. And as weird as that sounds, they actually got activity out of it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does not surprise me. You have to think outside the box too. That's what I encourage people to do. Like me, when I go into a location, I like to typically go in blind. I don't like knowing too much. Go in and explore the building. If there is something legitimately intelligent there, it's going to either A, come to you, B, it's in residual. You're going to capture it regardless of what you're doing. But yeah, Michael says he's really big on showing restrooms on his shows, and he's not lying. Every time he sees a restroom, he highlights it.
Michael, how many outhouses have you been to?
Exactly. This is what I'm saying, Michael. Let's do Ashmore for an episode.
We got the paranormal, we've got the paranormal, Hilton outhouse here.
Yeah. That'd be a one of one, bro. Nobody's done it yet. So
yeah. Well, not that I know of. I mean, they might have. Yeah. I mean, there's 100+-year-old poop sitting right there underneath that outhouse.
I've got ideas for a segment, Michael. Let's do this, bro.
Jamie, to answer your question personally, it made me feel awesome.
Yeah.
So
I saw that. Yeah.
It really did.
I was, it was great having a lot of support from a lot of people. I mean, it almost brought tears to your eyes. And then when you've seen a lot of the TV celebrities that went out of their way to post or even put their own posts up, that was phenomenal. I mean, I couldn't believe that was being done. I mean, I appreciated it a lot, but
it kept me from going to jail.
Oh yeah. Like I told you from the when I messaged you, Robbin, you got a whole army behind that name of Ashmore. We got you.
I mean, and that's why I wasn't going to get into some big pissing contest with the guy. I mean, if you really read what he posted, I pretty much answered everything, and and most people didn't. I don't know if he showed the dates, but that whole thing was from 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And so he said 4 years ago, I told him we didn't have Wi-Fi in the building, which we did not at the time because the internet sucked out here, and so I just canceled it. And he was picking up on a router because your router will still show that it's there, even though there's nothing hooked to it. And so then he's like, "Well, they do have Wi-Fi out here." Well, yeah, we do. It's 4 years later, dude. So we've got a different service.
Yeah.
What's going on, Jenny?
Hey, Jenny, we have a hose out here with your name on it.
I am not part of that. Just
You're carrying on the tradition.
well, I did
Sounds
tell
like
her.
Michael wants to set something up.
So, yep. Yeah, it's
I guess I'm finding the ramen.
Yep.
Have to see if we can find like a 55-gallon drum of ramen noodles or something.
We can just change Robin's name to Robin Terry.
There.
There we go.
We'll just wait till colleges get out, and then they'll throw all their ramen noodles in the dumpster. We
can
go
do
out there
that.
and raid the dumpster.
Yeah.
Eastern will be closing in, before too long.
Let's just tell Michael. Go before Broadhead. Josh says, sorry, I had to bounce back between these. Been places, haven't caught stuff all night. Also think it's the energy you bring into a location sometimes. 100%, bro.
Absolutely.
Also the history of places, I think what makes it more interesting to investigate. Definitely.
Cool.
Hey!
Somewhat serious, but they're not serious. And, just there to have a good time, and they get stuff. And then you have the people who are trying to be, quote unquote.
Uh-oh. I froze. Is everybody there?
Are you cold?
There we go. It's back. I was like, oh no, did I hit my internet? Like, Josh, what's up, bro? The man behind the beacon. He's got the beacon.
And, yeah, come out to ASHMORE Estates, and we'll fix some ASHMOREs up there as well. So
Done that before.
see, Michael probably wasn't here when I it's like I'll have to show him when he's if I can find it again here real
That's
quick.
going to be the next T-shirt. Ask more.
ASHMORE Estate. Get more ass at ASHMORE Estate.
Yeah, there's comments. I'll do that later, but I'm not going to do it now.
Oh Lord.
Here you go, Michael. Say, this is our outside bathroom.
There you go, Michael.
The outhouse that we have out. And I probably have, I don't know what I did with the inside pictures of it. I just shot some of those today, but it didn't pop up for me. And so yeah, we got it. We're ready. I mean, we've got some nice little place. You can run I'll bring a Frank's box out. You can run a Frank's box session out there, and just have a good time in the outhouse.
That could go so many different ways, so I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm not even going to touch that. Oh.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, it's like Jenny's like chiming in on some of our messages back
which
and forth.
Which is really creepy. So. I think, yeah. Oh boy.
Hey, we got some pretty badass people in the comments right now.
Now,
if some of my
if you guys do come out, you got to come out here and do something with the bathroom stuff. You gotta bring this guy out here with you. And
yeah, we got some investigating to do, Michael.
Let me get if I can pull it up here so I can.
I'm gonna pull a frozen out there.
Let's get him to come out here.
I'll never look at Shane the same again.
Right? Oh, Lord.
Ethan, what's up, bro? My buddy Ethan's in here. If you want your comment to be on screen, make sure you go to the Pararealm Facebook page. You'll be able to comment that way.
Thanks, Jenny. Thanks a lot.
Make it easier on me because I have to multitask.
She's just worried about the disgusting comments I'll probably make to her after we're done with this.
May 23rd. You can have the hose ready.
Michael, you'll know which day to stay away from.
So, as far as next year, what is your plans for some public events? If any are planned.
We don't have anything scheduled as far as like our own public things. We're bringing like a celebrity guest, something like that. I kind of quit doing some of those things for no reason really, other than just kind of quit doing them. But yeah, we do have public events where we set up where we only allow 12 people to tickets, and they come in. So so you get a small group, or maybe a couple of people that want to investigate. You don't want to spend the $550. You can come in here for $55 from 7 p.m. until 2 a.m. and investigate, or you can rent a bunkhouse and stay the night in the bunkhouse for an extra $50 and then stay till 10 a.m. So we've got some of that.
You can't beat that. That's cheaper than a damn hotel.
Yeah.
Like, you can't beat that, y'all.
Yeah, the bunkhouses all have 4 beds, TVs, air conditioning, heat. So those are in there.
I support that.
I'm going to buy the die right now.
I got to see that happen.
I'm going to buy the die right now.
I mean, I think it'd be a good look on you, man. Rock it.
Yeah, it's like we have to, try some of that. Maybe let's do something like that, some type of fundraiser, something like that.
Oh, goodness.
Dye the beard and yeah. So I've done some crazier things. Trust me.
She said if the kids didn't, we should do it. Let the kids hang the ornaments on you.
Yeah. Hell, I don't know the kids do that. I'm smarter than that.
Yeah, I know.
I think the adults would still be lining up to hang some ornaments too.
Right?
Well, Crystal Cow threw a pie in my face. I guess dyeing the beard.
That means I got to come up with something better in 10 years.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, everybody, we have a couple more minutes, so get those last minute questions in there. We've already been on for 1 hour and 2 minutes.
But yeah, you can check out our Facebook page, or Ashmore Estates, or our secondary one, which is Ashmore Estates Outhouse. And we really need to get that one up to 100 likes so we can do live.
Y'all, what are y'all doing? Get on over, smash that like button, share it out. Share. I know everybody's in groups. Share it in the group.
$200 is nothing. It's like, heck, we gotta
That's the point.
You gotta get 4 digits before you do something like that. No. I'll do $300 just to stay away from doing it. I mean, that's pretty simple. So,
And
it is, huh?
Hustling.
of course you would.
Yeah. I don't even want to know what kind of ornament you're going to hang, Jenny. So I'm just going to stay away from that one. So, and no, you're not watering the tree either. So just get it out of here.
I'll try to put some flakes of ramen in there.
Yeah. It's like, I'll grow it out a little longer so you can weave it in there.
I mean, I could try, but he knows where they are. So, or he'll just go buy another one. So, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I'll just bring a fire truck out here.
There you go. That's a big ass hose.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm trustee of the fire department in Auburn, so that's not I could probably make something like that happen if I needed to. You can call in a favor to Ashmore Fire Department. I'm sure they come out here with you.
Who needs a shotgun when you got the fire department?
Well, you make a donation to these departments, they'll do just about anything you need them to do sometimes. So,
yeah.
So Ashley, Jenny, when you see a fire truck sitting out here in May, you may just want to keep on driving by.
Michael says the outhouse is a great location to investigate if you're blind. You can just smell the spirits. I don't think you're smelling spirits at that point. Dude, bro, you're smelling the poop demon. Ultimate clickbait title right there.
Who's going to protect me? I have to deal with him. Jamie, I just got what you just said.
Sometimes she's a little slow, Jamie. You haven't figured that out yet.
It was the Airbnb that we stayed
I knew it had
at in
something with that,
Wisconsin.
yeah.
There was a couple doors that were locked. So we were, you know, us being us, we're like, what's behind the door? So we were all like, knock twice if you need help.
Add some fries and it's a poot time.
You need a long ladle.
Wow.
You'll need a long ladle, though, because it's a little deep over there. You have to get in it first.
Hide in the building.
Yeah, she has to get in it first. So.
If y'all could tell people coming in something, what would it be?
If you're not looking for the Holy Grail type of haunting, you're probably going to get something. I mean, I'm not going to guarantee it, obviously, but just keep an open mind. Don't listen to what everybody else has said about their experiences there. Don't watch everything before you come there, because you never know, you know, how much is true, how much is just for those clicks, those likes, and just do your own thing. Don't try to be like somebody else.
There's some graffiti at the end of the hallway, right by the stairs. You go upstairs. I think that's true of the whole building. It says, and it's one of the only pieces of graffiti I left on the building, because I took everything out. You had to see the thing to begin with. It was in bad shape. But this graffiti says, these walls can talk. Open your mind and listen. And I think that's pretty much true of any location you go to. Mm-hmm. If you can sit back and just listen and pay attention to what's going on around you, and put some of the equipment away and quit worrying about fighting over it so much, and what you're doing with it, and just enjoy the location, I think it'll come to you. If you as long as you don't walk in there with negative attitudes and walk in with negative people, I think you'll be okay. I think you'll have a good time with it. And even if you don't catch a lot of stuff with it, I think you probably will enjoy your experience there at the building. And if you don't, it's her fault.
No, that builds it for me too. That you have to go with the open mind. And I've noticed a lot, like, that's why I don't like listening to a bunch of stuff before doing history research, because in a way that literally it poisons your brain. It's a form of pareidolia at that point. You're going in, okay, bam, I saw this on TV. This is where this said would, you know, this happened here, right where I'm standing. So this obviously means it's true and it's going to happen. If there's something there, it'll find you 100%.
Well, the spirits over there, they don't stay in one place. I mean, they go where they want. They do what they want. Like I tell everybody, I work for them. It's not the other way around, you know? Yeah. So I can't make them do anything or whatever. They're going to do what they want when they want.
Just looking down an outhouse toilet, it might look like hot cocoa. I'll get Mike a straw, and Mike will eat it. I'm telling you, he'll slurp it right up. Wants to call me.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a fun location to go to and just sit back and watch. And I mean, you never know what's going to happen. People always ask us, like, so where's the hot spots? Like when you drove on the property, because I have no idea where it's at. It could be different times, different places. So it just varies. And
I don't think there's a part of the building that hasn't had something happen in it. I mean, including the team room. I tell people, and I know he does too, even when you're in the team room taking a break, leave something on, because you never know what's going to happen.
Exactly. And it's going to happen majority of the time in the most spots that people do not go to.
Yep.
Oh, we've had numerous teams that are sitting there, especially during the spring and summer, when you can, the doors are open and all, and the back door shut, and you hear somebody knock on the back door. It's probably Jamie, but yeah, we've heard somebody knocking on the back door at times.
No, she'd be backing on my back door.
So one more time, can you tell everybody where to follow you at social media stuff too? And of course, tell people about the outhouse one more time.
I'll do the outhouse. You can do everything else.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he does deal with shit. So that works.
And So, but yeah, the outhouse, that we have there is ASHMORE Estates Outhouse. It's on Facebook. We don't have a website for it, but I may have to put a link on our website and do something with it. But yeah, just hit that up. And we'll put some exciting stuff up there. Mike will comes up sometime. We'll we'll have make sure we do a live video out there with Michael in the outhouse. You know, and if you open the door to the outhouse, we have a bathroom right across, so you can like communicate back and forth. You know, to each other.
There you go.
Estes in bathroom.
That outhouse is the shit.
Like Ashley,
you can do an Estes in the bathroom and an Estes in the outhouse.
Yeah, we could be like, see if you can talk to those spirits back and forth from behind the, because they're right across from each other.
Right now, man, these spirits are talking shit.
And I'll let her tell you where their stuff is, just to see if she knows. It's like testing her.
Here we go again, put me on the spot after being nice. No, we have a Facebook page. We also have a website, ASHMOREESTATES.net. Calendar's on there, so if you're looking to book it, if there's nothing on that day, it doesn't say private or anything, that means it's open. So just send us a message.
Yeah, if it says private, you can still do it daytime.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's still, or if it says daytime, you can still do it overnight. So it's, or better yet, do both, because and we discount if you book a discount or book a daytime and a nighttime, we discount it at $100. You know, so it's kind of a little bit cheaper. So you can do the daytime for like $225. You know, and then the nighttime for $5.50, and you kind of get a full all day experience, and then see what changes if you go into the night, if anything changes from that point.
We also
do next year.
I also do a kids day out here twice a year. We do one in the end of April, one in the end of September, where we do it in the afternoon. Kids come in, we show them, you know, how to use equipment, how to investigate, how to do things the right way. And the ticket sales for those, plus we do a teen night also for 13 to 17. And all those ticket sales go to a place here called Camp New Hope, and it's a special needs camp that my son goes to.
Nice. I love that. You have to get the young people involved. Like,
it's amazing.
It's our future. That's the future of the field right there.
Yeah.
Teach them right, and you know, it's the C2 colossal turd.
I didn't say that.
Do you guys accept Monopoly money?
No.
You can go to jail, sir.
Yeah. And do not pass go.
When we started doing
I'm sorry.
No, I actually started a couple years ago doing teen night, and she does basically it's just like kids day only for teens at night. So she's got that going on there. You know, we do the kids day in September. I think it's September next
year. Last Saturday in September.
And then teen night right after that. That way, when she pulls her hair out, it's only during the one day.
Leave me. What kind of favors are we talking about, Jamie?
Yikes. Don't give Michael any ideas, especially with ramen. I've learned my lesson today. Joshua Dillard says, y'all have an amazing Christmas and New Year. Look forward to coming out there next year.
Thanks, sir. Same thing.
All right, everybody. So, if you're not already, go follow Ashmore Estates. Like the outhouse page.
That's right.
I mean, that's so freaking cool.
It really is.
Yeah. Thank you to Robbin and Ashley for taking time out of their busy schedule to come sit and talk about Ashmore with us. So this is awesome. I'm looking forward to finally getting out there. So yeah, thanks for coming on. It's been awesome.
Thanks for having us.
Yep, our pleasure. We're glad to do it.
Yep. All right, everybody. As usual, we're going to roll the outro. And if y'all want to stay around, that's cool. I'll be on the backstage for a couple minutes after the show. So have a great day, everybody. And come on, let's get that outhouse page popping.
I just looked. We've actually bumped up to like 77. I was looking at
There we go. There we go.
There you guys.
23 more to go, and it's there then. So
if we could hit, I'd say if we get to 100, I'm going to throw wet ramen noodles on Michael while he's in the outhouse.
Ooh. Don't make him happy.
Yeah. Get it to 100, y'all.
He's probably
all right, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks again, y'all. It's been awesome, and I'll have to have y'all on again sometime.
Thanks, guys.
Sounds good.
Yep. All right. Have a great day, everybody, or evening, or whatever time you're seeing this.